Hey folks, this is Amaral. So you decided to buy Minecraft and find out what all the hype is about. You downloaded the game, logged in, came to this screen, and have no idea what to do. Well, that's okay. I'm here to help you. I'm going to be doing a set of tutorials here with the purpose of showing you how to get through all the achievements in the game and eventually reaching and destroying the Ender Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and get started right away. In this tutorial, we're going to be showing you how to survive your first night, create your world, and your controls. So that you guys have a little bit of help, whenever you see this red dot, that's me left-clicking. Anytime you see this blue dot, is me right-clicking. We'll go ahead and start with a single-player game. You can see I have a few worlds already here, and we're not going to use any of those. Instead, we're going to create our own new world. We're going to go ahead and call it on mine Achievements. You can go ahead and call your world whatever you want. We're going to go ahead and leave our game mode on survival so we can get the full game experience from this. Under new world options, we'll go ahead and leave our generate structures on. I'll be turning on cheat codes so that I can do some things off camera that will help me get through the tutorial, making the tutorials faster. Go ahead and leave your world type as default. We'll go through different world types in different tutorials. And we'll go ahead and turn on the bonus chest because we're assuming you're brand new, you've never done anything in this game, you have no idea what's going on, and you're going to be needing just about all the help you can get. With that, we're going to go ahead and create our new world. My game's been glitching a little bit, so I'll probably be jumping up and down as soon as we come in, unless I spawn inside of a tree. Alright, well, I seem to have spawned inside of a tree. Which is rather odd and exciting. Let me get out of the tree first. Oh man, I'm totally keeping this video, whether I load it or not. Alright, well, we're outside of our tree. Let's get on with the tutorial. Our controls. This is on PC. To look up and down, you go ahead and use your mouse. Also allows you to look left and right. Moving forward is with your W key. Backward is with your S, to the left is with your A, to the right is with your D. Get used to this combination of keys. It is actually very effective and very useful. You can also jump by pressing your spacebar, and you do something called sneaking by holding down your shift key and moving. Sneaking is useful because it makes it so you do not fall off the ledges. It also allows you to hide from other players. Next key we have is the escape key. This takes us to our game menu, which we can go back to our game, check our achievements and statistics, change our game options, open to an LAN if you want to play with other players, or save and quit to the title page. We'll go ahead and go into the achievements right now. Here we have what we are going to be doing through these tutorials is getting through all these achievements. You can see there's quite a few of them to get through. Don't worry, it's not too difficult until we start getting down here. So we have plenty of time to get used to the game before things get crazy. Our first achievement is this one blinking called Taking Inventory, which requires us to press the E key to open our inventory, which is our next key. We'll go ahead and click Done, back to our game, and by pressing E we open up our inventory. You can see we have Achievement Get up in the right hand corner. Here we have our inventory. It has a couple different areas. First is our equipment area for our headpiece, body armor, leg armor, and boots. We have an area where we can do what's called crafting, which is essential to the game. And this arrow points to the production area. Anything that you craft that is a legitimate thing to be crafted will appear here. We also have this 4x9 box, which is separated into two different areas. This represents our full set of inventory spaces, which is 36. These 9 down at the bottom, which are separated, are called our hotkeys. They are from left to right, 1 through 9. We can close out of our inventory by pressing E. We'll go ahead and go over to our box. You should see yours somewhere nearby. I can see mine is up here. By jumping up and walking over to it, or however you have to get to yours. From here we can go ahead and open up our box by right-clicking. You can see we get something that's relatively similar to our inventory box. This time though we're looking at the chest inventory and our own inventory. I'm going to go ahead and move items down into my inventory. To move things quicker, you can right Here you can shift and left click an item. This will move it from the chest into your inventory very quickly, the entire stack all at once. And if there's any items that are the same that can stack together, it will stack them automatically. For example, the sticks. Here I can move the planks down into one stack also, and if I want to move them back into the chest, I can shift click there as well. To manipulate things inside of your inventory, you left click to move, left click to place. If you right click to move, you'll pick up approximately half of the stack. If you right click to place, you place down one item at a time. Through this method, you can quickly get whichever number of items from the chest into your inventory or into a specific box in your inventory that you'd like. Leave the box by pressing the E key again, and now we're going to go ahead and figure out how to select these items from our hotkeys. There's two methods to do this. If you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, scrolling will allow you to switch between these items. You can also use the hotkeys, numbers 1 through 9, on your keyboard to select all the way across. Alright, we know how to use our inventory now. Let's go ahead and see what our next achievement is. Our next achievement, following this grew line, is Get Wood. It says attack a tree until a block of wood pops out. We'll go ahead and come over to this tree. It seems to be a nice looking tree. We're going to attack it until we get some wood. To attack, you always use the left hand key on your mouse. We'll go ahead and hold it down to allow you to destroy blocks. Here we're just getting leaves. They're not really giving us anything, so let's go ahead and get that piece of wood that it wanted us to. You can see that it takes a little bit more time to get wood than it did to get the leaves down. Remember, you need to hold down the key in order to make it work. Go ahead and do this with the next block, because that first one dropped. Pick up another piece of wood. You can see I came from 2 to 3 down here in my hotkeys, and I got my achievement, Get Wood. Well, with a little bit of wood in our inventory, let's go ahead and see what our next achievement is. Our next achievement is called benchmarking. It says craft a workbench with 4 blocks of planks. Well, where do we get planks? That's a great question. We have some planks that we got out of our box, but if we need more, you can take a full block of wood and craft it. When you're dealing with crafting, if you left click, you will select one crafting. Here we could make 3 to get 4 planks each, with a total of 12 in the end. By clicking once, we'll take 4, using one craft set of crafting items. So we came from 3 to 2, got our 4 planks out. If you shift click, you'll craft the entire set at the same time, as many as you possibly can. So by shift clicking, I'll make both of these blocks at the same time, ending up with all these planks down in my inventory. That hasn't quite gotten us our benchmark yet. The benchmarking achievement said to use 4 planks, which we now have, to create a benchmark, or a crafting table. Here we go, we got our benchmarking achievement. And we'll go ahead and place that block somewhere nearby. Let's grab that apple. Food's always good. We're not going to be putting it up on this hill because there's not going to be much space to build. We'll go ahead and bring it down here to this place where we started. Now, just like I got the wood, I can go ahead and take this box by attacking it. You can see that it takes a considerable amount of time as well. And I'll take a little bit more of this wood from the tree. We'll be needing it. We'll also want this torch for a light source, so I attacked it, picked it up, it's now down in my inventory. Our next achievement is going to have us be making some tools. These tools are a wooden sword, a wooden hoe, and a wooden pickaxe. Go ahead and go into our inventory. First we need to make some sticks. You do this by placing 2 planks of wood on top of each other. It doesn't matter where inside your inventory as long as they're on top of each other. Now we have 4 sticks, equaling 10 for the ones we got out of the block. For any tools, you need to make a handle with this setup. From here, we can use stone, wood, gold, iron, or diamonds to make our tool. Basic tool is a shovel with 1 plank on top, but that's not what we need. We need a pickaxe and a gardening hoe. 2 planks on top, such as this configuration. It's also reversible. Allows you to make a gardening hoe. Let's go ahead and get that achievement. A pickaxe is going to be 3 across the top. And the last achievement was asking us to make a sword, which is going to be 1 stick for our handle and 2 planks for the blade. That's it for our achievements for this tutorial. What we need to do now is make ourselves some shelter so that we're not going to be attacked by any monsters by the time night falls. First thing we're going to need is a little bit more wood. The nice thing is we have tools already in the form of a wooden axe, which is going to help us cut down this tree faster. You can see the wooden axe allows us to cut through wood faster than just using our hand. Go ahead and get ourselves quite a bit of wood here so that we can make ourselves a nice little shelter. Now, time is of the essence in this game. Once night falls, we're going to have monsters come out and start attacking us. So, we need to make a house as quickly as possible. We only have 11 blocks of wood, but if we craft them, we can get 4 out of each, which allows us to get a large number of blocks very quickly. We're going to go ahead and use these blocks to make our house. To place a block, you right-click. Misplaced that one. Realize that you can only place a block that's close enough to you, and you can only place it on a side that you were looking at. So, as you're making your house, be sure to come up with your walls so that you can put your roof on top easy at the end. If we were standing down on the ground, we would not be able to place a block here unless we already had something at that height that we could see the face of. Great, we now have a small little house. To make our house secure, we're going to be needing 2 more things, a light source and a door. I don't have enough wood for my door, so I'll go ahead and cut down a few more blocks of this wood. We'll come over and craft it. And to make a door, we're going to make a block that's 2 by 3 with 3 on our vertical line. This will give us our door. Whenever you place a door, place it from the outside, placing it on the ground of the doorway. You can right-click the door to go in and out. Last is our light source. Mobs do not spawn in light, so we'll go ahead and take the torch that we found from our box, place it on the ceiling, and now we have a small little house that is well lit. That's it for this tutorial. The next tutorial is going to be going over finding ourselves some food and getting ourselves a bed, which is going to make our house completely stable. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and click the link at the bottom of the screen to go to tutorial number 2.